Hello students. Now we are going to explain uh, analysis of insertion sort, or we can say we are going to calculate the running time of insertion sort. First, we have to understand what approach is applied here to calculate the running time or total cost or execution time of this algorithm. Actually, we know that n is the size of array, and what we are going to do here, we are creating two column here. One column is for cost and other column is for times. Cost means, for example, we know that the every line is executed by the compiler, so we have to assume that if this line is executed by a compiler, then the cost of compiler is c1. If second line is executed by compiler, then cost is c2. So this is a one time cost. In second column, we are calculating number of times the line is executing. For example, if we are saying that this is a loop for j is equal to 2 to n, then we have to know that how many times this loops is going to execute. Here is written n. So after calculating these two columns, we will calculate the total running time or total cost of this algorithm by doing multiply of these column and adding their sum or finding their sum. For example, if this is the one time cost and this line is executing n times, the total cost of this line will be c1 multiplied by n. Then at last we will sum of all cost and find the total cost of the algorithm. Now let's understand the first column cost. For example, we have assumed that C1, C2, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8 is the cost of these algorithm lines for executing one time by the compiler. This cost of this line is zero because this is a command line. We know that the command line does not executed by the compiler, so its cost will be zero. Now come to the next column, number of times. How much time the lines is going to be execute, or how many times this lines coming with the compiler for executions. Here n is written. I have to explain what is why n is written here, because we know that the size of this loop is is from 2 to n. So if we count the numbers from 2 to n, we find they are n minus numbers. But to terminate this loop, this execute one more times than its body. So the total times execution taken by this line, that will be a n minus 1 body of the loop, and to make it false, it will execute one more time. So total number of times will be n. Now here n minus 1 is written in line number 2, where C2 is the cost and in front of n minus 1 written, because this line comes under the control of for loop, and the body or size of the loop is n minus 1, because it is starting from 2 to n. If we count total number 2 to n, then it will total number will be n minus 1. So this line will execute n minus 1. Line number 3 will execute n minus 1, because it is under the body of for loop, but its one time cost is 0. So ultimately the total cost of command line will be 0, because we are going to multiply 0 into 2 n minus 1. Next line is also going to execute n minus 1 time, because it is under the body of for loop. Now this while loop is under the body of for loop, so this while loop will execute from 2 to n. So sigma is written here. Sigma j is equal to 2 to n, because this while loop is under the body of this for loop. So it will execute from j is equal to 2 to n times. Now I will tell you what is tj and tj minus 1. Sigma is I have explained, because sigma is using because this loop is executing from j to n. Now why tj times? We know that the condition under this while loop, for Just wait. We know that we have to understand this loop. This is a counting loop or conditional loop. We know that uh, for loop, this loop is going to execute n minus one time definitely because it is starting from 220. But while loop is a conditional loop. If this condition is true, this condition is true, then it will execute. So this is a conditional loop. So its total number of times depends on the key whether this condition is true or false. So this loop is taking variable time. Sometimes there may be all, if all keys are in reverse order, then it will execute maximum time. If all keys are already sorted, then this loop will execute only one time. So we cannot predict the behavior of the elements. Those are given by the user as an input. So we cannot say this is a fixed time. The body of this loop will be variable time. So we are representing this the total times of this line by the tj, because j is using for the for loop. That j is equal to 2, that it may be time t2. For j is equal to 3, this time will be, this may be taking a time t3. For j is equal to 4, this line will be executed in t4. After executing all the instructions, we can sum up all the values of t2 plus t3 plus t4 plus t5 dot 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 t n minus 1. So we are writing here sum of tj from j is equal to n. Now this the this is the total executed time taken by this loop, but all the line written here, these two lines are under the body of this while loop. So if loop is executing n times, then its body will execute n minus 1 time. So here written tj minus 1, tj minus 1. The logic behind is that if loop is executing tj times, then its body will be executing one less time than its loops. Now, this last line of this does not come under this while loop. It is under this for loop, so it is executing n minus time. Now, to calculate the total cost, we are making sum of these total cost, because line number first multiply by n, because total cost of line 1 will be c1n, then c2 n minus 1. So we are taking sum of these two lines here. Now I have to stop my annotation. One second. Now we cannot in previous, we say in this last line, we have total cost region. We cannot calculate the total cost directly. We have to consider case, because we don't know the value of tj. What is tj? Because c1, c2, c3 are constant, but tj is a variable. So we have to consider some case, best case, worst case, or every case. How we calculate the equation of this line? Suppose for best case analysis, suppose we are going to consider the best case analysis. Best case, first we have to understand what is best case. For example, for example, if all keys are sorted already, if all keys are sorted already, it means, suppose for example, 1, 2, 3. Suppose my keys are these 1, 2, 3 already sorted. In this case, this condition of while loop will execute only one times, because we are comparing 2 with 1. So only one time will be compared. This condition will be true, and the condition will be false, and then the body of the loop will not execute it. So in this case, my value of tj will be 1, because loop is executing one time. But the lines, those are coming in this under the condition of while loop, they will not execute because my elements are already shorted. So total cost in this case where Tj is equal to 1, if we are putting Tj is equal to 1, then total cost will calculate by these equations. After solving these equations, this lines, the equation total cost comes under like this. And if we represent all constant value by a and b, this equation of the best case will come to the a n plus b, that is a linear equation, and it can be represented by the theta here. Now we have to understand the worst case analysis. How we can calculate the worst case analysis? We have to calculate the value of Tj. For example, if we are taking worst case, suppose for example our input value are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is our input array. So every time when we are comparing this 4 with this left side, this condition will be true. When we are comparing 1 to the left side, then condition will be true for all the cases. In this case, the value of Tj will depend on j. For example, if j is equal to 2, then we are here, it means our key is 4, and this condition is true for 1, for one time, then value of Tj will be 2. So for j is equal to 2, value of Tj will be 2. For j is equal to 3, value of Tj will be 3, and so on. So value of Tj will be j. So if Tj is j, then sum of Tj, that is sum of j, is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3. Then this sum will become to this. We can calculate the value of this, and the equation after solving will come under this kind of equation, and we can represent this first case by the. Thank you so much. We are stopping here.